G'day, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel, and in this episode it's part 9 of the P5 Ford LTD. Brian's made a huge amount of progress. We've got a massive update for you, so make sure you give the episode a like and hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on future updates. So I'm at Brian's now, and behind me, first time I'm seeing it, is the P5 Ford LTD, and my God, it looks bloody fantastic. Wow, is all I can say. This looks absolutely fantastic. Brian, you've outdone yourself.
Thank you, Mark. It's been a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But I'm really pleased with the outcome, and it looks really, really smart.
Yeah.
Really happy with it.
Just, I love it.
Yeah.
My dream car, Australian car.
It's just good making someone's dream come true, really.
Yeah, you did. Thank you. And in the colour and everything. And just when you think about what this car looked like to start with and then where it is now, I still need to get some rear overriders. I did buy some, but the guy sent me ones for a wagon, so I'll either return those or I'll get another pair of rear overriders. I might ask Darian where I got some of those other parts, whether his dad's got any rear overriders, but the car looks just fantastic. And that vinyl roof, still going to get Stu to put the back window in when he gets back from his holiday, and it's going to get a new front screen as well. But look at that. I mean, that just looks tremendous, you know, the body lines, and got the nice white wall tyres. Funnily enough, Brian, I had about 5 people say to me, oh, don't leave the roof two-tone colours. But I never planned to do that. But how did you find that? Because that was a bit of a daunting task, wasn't it?
Well, I haven't, I mean, I'm not a trimmer by trade. It's my hobby, but I haven't had any experience with the padded roof.
Yeah.
And also because this is a stitched roof made by a pattern.
Yeah.
There's less movement, so I can't stretch it in a few different directions like I can when I'm normally doing
like a vinyl roof.
Top. So
right.
It was a little bit daunting, but I'm actually really happy how it came out.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
because of this material, cavalry trill, you can't get anymore.
No.
So that's why it was multicoloured and we had to paint it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing wrong with painting if it's done when it's all new.
That's right.
That'll give you no trouble whatsoever.
Yeah.
But you've got to cut the padding out and glue it to the car in the correct position so
yes.
the stitching matches the pattern.
Yeah.
The padding, because that's how it was done.
Because you had to put all the padding down first, didn't you? Because I got some photos that Brian took as part of the process. I'll just sort of fly those in at the moment so you can see what the process was.
Yeah. Well, the padding's to hide the stretched roof and the small back window. That's what it's designed for.
And also give it a bit of a luxury feel, I guess.
Luxury as well.
Yeah.
Everywhere you cut the padding, it's got to be accurate so that when all the mouldings go on, you get this nice little impression of it. It looks neat.
Yeah.
This will look even better when the window goes back in there. I'll pull it down nice and square.
Yes.
And this material goes up and underneath the chrome, so it's hooked in by glued, but also hooked in by the chrome.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So just like it was done back in the day.
And the guy Paul that did the vinyl roof, I've got to give him credit. He did a great job on the pattern. And these badges here, which are aftermarket badges, they were actually very good quality, weren't they?
Yeah, beautifully.
Yeah, I think they were metal, weren't they?
Looks like brand new.
And the lines down the side of the car look beautiful and straight. Again, thinking about what we started with, or what you started with, and where it's at now, it really looks terrific.
Yeah, it's almost too good to cover up the body lines because it's very nice and straight by putting the mouldings on.
Well,
but obviously they all had the mouldings back in the day. That's pretty much standard.
Well, I think the very early series didn't have the moulding. You could order a protection pack. Right. It was an option. You got the overriders and you got that body side moulding. Right. The car designers would have hated the mouldings. They would have liked it just to be original with the lines. This series, which is the second series, came out with the XB through to 76. They all had the overriders and the mouldings on the side, which they might have got feedback from customers. Yeah, so the car looks beautiful and straight, like really nice. Got the late model hubcaps. I'm going to leave those hubcaps. I did get the early series as well, but I've got another little surprise coming up on the channel, which I'll be revealing in the next few weeks. We'll see how we go with that, but there's a reason why maybe I'm happy with these hubcaps for this car. Plus, these are the correct caps for the vehicle. And as I said, Stu's going to fit a new front windscreen, I guess the trim surrounds. Brian's done all the detail work here on the front end with the concealed headlights. He's also reinforced this area because they're often cracked. I think it just looks terrific.
We did a lot of metal work here. The stainless was all damaged.
Ah, yes.
Luckily, stainless you can work with. The anodised aluminium is much harder.
Yeah.
You can work with it, but you've got to get the anodising stripped.
Redone.
And then you straighten them and polish them, and then you get them re-anodised.
Right.
Stainless you can always bring back. So this was all crushed.
Yes.
There was dents in this moulding, and the same with that one there.
Right.
And then had to modify all the clips to make all that work, because you can't buy
Those clips I bought, were they okay, or they were usable?
I modified them. I made them work.
Yeah.
But they didn't just work. I had to modify them. Same with these. They're replaced.
Yep.
But ended up with a really good result. Painted the black line. Little details like that
beautiful.
makes a big difference to the end result. Same with this. A lot of work in masking off, painting the background black.
Yep.
And highlighting all the fins with silver.
It looks very nicely done. Very good.
Fiddly work, but it pays off when it's finished.
Definitely.
The car looks so detailed.
Oh, yeah. And I was very lucky to get that bonnet emblem, like almost a new old stock quality one.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
Very, very nice. Hard to get one like that.
All those items put together makes the car look really smart.
Oh, it looks terrific. And
just the badging to go on. Yeah, we'll do that today.
yes. So a couple of things we're going to finish off today. And there's still more work to be done. Like, I've got to get the LPG taken out, put it back to petrol only. Yeah. Mechanically, it needs still some work. And look, I probably did it in the wrong order, but just it is what it is. Interior as well, a few little jobs on that. But Brian's actually cleaned up the interior for me. Still needs to be re-trimmed and some work done on it, but it's looking a lot better. It was filthy before. Yeah. It's got that beautiful dashboard that was part of that P5 pack. I painted inside the door jambs and everything. That looks really good. Yeah, really happy with that. Doors close nicely too.
It's actually readjustable. That drives.
Yeah, I was going to say they close really well. Brian and I are going to put these on today, the LTD badges on the doors, and also this one on the rear boot area.
And then the protector strip I've got to do, I'll do that later.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Down the side.
Yeah.
That's about the last job, I think, for me.
Yeah. And then, and you were saying, I got these from Darian, these rear wheel arch mouldings.
Big difference, because they really mangled the old ones. So having those decent used ones, man, they blended in nicely with the front.
Yes.
Not perfect, but they're nice and tidy.
The front ones weren't too bad, were they? The back ones were the problem.
All of them look presentable.
Yeah. Yep.
If you were doing something you want to do on shows, you'd have to get them all redone.
Sure. But I'm happy with this. Yeah. And then the rear end, Brian, you got put dual exhaust on it for me, which looks terrific. I'm happy with that.
It's got the aftermarket rear valance with the dual cutouts.
Oh yeah, so I got that from Rare Spares, and I think that worked well. That had the dual cutouts, as you say, for a GT or whatever. But I think it looks good on that.
And the front valance was new as well, reproduction.
Oh, that's right, it was too. Actually, I might go and show that.
It was really wet.
It was all smashed up, and then you also reworked the boot lid. That was a Fairlane boot lid, so you took the Ford badges off.
Had to make a pattern up to mount that. It doesn't sound much, but actually there's various holes and shapes to make that fit.
Right.
And swing away. So the new boot lock in there.
I'm glad that was in the car too, because they're hard to get.
Yes, and this has had to fit that.
Yes, got that off Darian's dad, the little moulding piece for the...
And Fairlane boot had the Ford letters on the back here, which they don't have on the LTD.
So they might end up with you, Brian, on another project, but that's for another episode.
Yeah.
We'll see. Stay tuned for that. And then just what Brian was saying before, the front end, that lower valance at the front, that also is a Rare Spares part. That looks all very good.
Luckily the same as XA.
Yeah, same as Falcon, so that was good. And, look, Brian, I'm just wrapped in it. I think the car looks terrific.
It's really pretty, yeah.
So, look, there's still a little bit to go, but in terms of Brian's work that he's done, he's pretty well done his bit. He's going to put those rub strips on for me. We're going to fit the aerial and the badges. We'll do the aerial and the badges today, I guess, and the rub strip we'll do another time. And then ship it back down to my place and get Stu to put the glass back in. And then probably bring it back in a few months to maybe give it a polish once the paint's settled in. Yeah. But
they really take a good month to cure properly.
Yeah.
So it's all right. I mean, I've cut that, polished it twice, but it will probably dull off a little bit. And then who knows? They're going to work around the car. They might put marks on it. So when it's all up and running and finished,
keep some paint up your sleeve.
we'll polish it. It'll come up even better because it'll be hard then. At the moment, it's still a bit soft.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got some guys tentatively organised to take the LPG and put it back to Carby. So. That'll be, in fact, Jake, who went on with me on that FC LTD road trip. If you haven't checked that episode out, where I found a 351 FC LTD out of the desert near South Australian border, check that episode out. And by the way, give Brian's Dodge Daytona episode some love. It's put a wonderful amount of effort into that car. It's just terrific.
Well, preferably my YouTube channel, Brian's Roadrunner Garage.
There's another plug as well.
Brian's plug for that. Yeah, watch that one.
Yeah, Brian's Roadrunner Garage. You can subscribe to Brian, and He takes you through just the process of restoring a lot of these cars. His channel is pretty well Mopar, isn't it?
Yeah, but there are a couple of Ford episodes.
Yep.
My Ford Ranchero.
Yeah.
So there are other brands.
But check it out.
Mostly Chrysler.
Yeah, check it out just for the process and also see the finished product, which is terrific. All right, well, let's fit these extra pieces. Okay, so that's good.
They're all done.
Can I have it straight?
No.
They're angled.
Well, I like it angled that way.
Yeah.
And I angle them slightly that way.
Okay.
So in my opinion, that's
how it should look.
If you don't like it, you've got to change it yourself.
Okay. Cost extra. Now that looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just put the badges on the car now, the LTD badge, which goes on the door. We check the brochures from the time to make sure that the location is correct, and then we've obviously matched it on both sides with the ruler to make sure that the distances are correct. So there you have the LTD badges there, and then the badge on the rear to finish it off is there, LTD by Ford, which looks terrific. Yeah, like you said, Brian, that little jewellery just really sets the car off, doesn't it?
They know what to do.
Yeah, then I've got the aerial. I asked for Brian to put it more upright because it's a luxury car. So, yeah, but that's terrific. Really cool.
Just put it outside.
We'll put it outside. It's an overcast day, but let's see what it looks like in this. I was going to say in the sun, but there's not really a lot of sun at the moment. Brian's also done the lining for the hood insulation. That looks really good, actually, doesn't it?
It does. It's very nice.
Yeah,
Nice
really
piece.
good. Yeah, it's nicely done.
The engine bay needs detailing.
Oh, we need to do the boot rubber as well. It's too. Now, when you buy the boot rubber off Rare Spares for an LTD, it's too small. Leaky exhaust manifold. Ah. Whoa. Not happy. Hence why I want to get rid of the gas. Run it on petrol. It's raining, so it won't keep it out too long. But, wow, that looks terrific. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Wow. Before and after, eh? Amazing. Yeah, it needs a side trim, I reckon, a protector moulding or a pinstripe, but one of the two, I think.
Change the cover up, it looks nice and straight.
It is. Sounds good.
Something rev up for you. Yeah.
Without a popping its head off.
It's not the work, Tom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sounds good. It sounds really good, actually. I like the note. Yeah. Oh, the colour's beautiful. You can see it in the light, like you said. Yeah.
See the light on here a bit?
Yeah, how it flips. Yeah, that looks beautiful. Obviously, that exhaust manifold is terrible, but we'll fix that. Wow.
When you got a good coat.
Yeah, forget the way it runs because that'll be fixed, but sounds good. Beautiful. Yeah, one brake light works, the other one doesn't. Electrics need to be sorted. Fantastic. So I just want to say thanks very much, Brian. I really appreciate all your work. Like,
My pleasure.
Amazing, terrific, and I love the car. Still got a little bit to go, but the bulk of the work's been done. And you know, if you look at the transition from what the car started as and then what it's like now. Brian's done an amazing job. So yeah, thanks a lot.
No, thanks very much. I appreciate the work, and it was a really pleasing job, and I'm very proud of the outcomes.
Yeah, and you can do cavalry twill riff now, so that's good. But
another one to the list.
exactly, another skill added. But please give the episode a like, and all the work that Brian's done, give it a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a future episode. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.